network is your net worth. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, you need to expand and level up your network. Otherwise, you will not learn and not got access to more than you have today.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million. So, what are the main
Yes.
things that entrepreneurs should be looking at out there in order to acquire a business? Because it sounds too good to be true that okay, if I acquire a business,
Yep.
I can expand my company, and this is actually true. It's one of the fastest way for you to expand the business.
Yeah. So all of my mentors pretty much agree on the following statement. Don't buy something which is too small. If it's too small, that means you're buying a job. So let's use our first $1 million company as an example.
Mm-hmm.
If it is too small in terms of profit, and if the owner is too much the business, that means you shouldn't buy it. Unless you just like to buy like the customer list or part of the company. So it needs to be sufficient to have a couple of employees, and it need to work transfer of value from the owner who's leaving, or the owner that you can still motivate to stay in the business because it's still a partner of the bigger entity. So really, really key, don't buy too small. And then also to have, just like in real estate, same as for buying companies, try to find motivated sellers.
Mm-hmm.
And that is as simple as it sounds, but it's as hard as it sounds. So what is the motivation for selling? Well, if the reason for selling is the business is imploding, well, don't buy it. If the business is on sale because the or health reasons, something else, then it might be very, very attractive. It might be whatever reason, but find motivated people. That means that don't find one deal and become blind and too focused on that one. Try to have multiple, so you can have like, yes, we're also looking at two other companies, which means you're not a desperate buyer, which puts
Mm-hmm.
you in the negotiation position. And also right now, it is the buyer's market. At the same time, the sellers or even aware sellers that they should sell that you might talk to, they are uneducated. They have never sold a business before. So you need to be in a position of knowledge so you can explain how this could work. And there are lots of people to learn from, myself included, but there are many other better mentors who've done many more deals than I have that you can learn from. But find people to learn from. You don't need to invent the wheel. There are some basic things you can learn before buying something. And then once you've bought it, you need to think about the integration. But think about the integration before you even buy it, because like you said, your friend, the mismatch of the culture, if you've done slightly more due diligence before, like coming in to observe how is this running?
Mm-hmm.
What are the finances and how do you deal with customers? Is there one super big customer that means that if he or she leaves because of the relationship with the owner, because it's a relative, it means half of the business walks out the door. So basic due diligence can help you as well. But don't buy too small is probably one of the most important things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you buy a job.
Mm-hmm. And then, so which mark do you think that a business is a good size, and where can you find those businesses for sale? What are they listed?
Right now, there is roughly 2.7 million companies for sale on traditional websites, business brokers, just in the English-speaking countries. And basically, every company is for sale for the right amount. If you walk up to Bezos and you offer him twice the current price, you might consider to
It might be
sell.
able
So
to.
it is,
Well, they offer
everything is for
already to
sale.
Mark Zuckerberg, and he didn't want
Exactly.
to sell, but
Exactly.
but
Exactly. Exactly.
okay.
But
So
again, he's not motivated. Someone else
uh,
might be, and
there you
his
go.
life might change, and then he might be motivated. Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. So where can we find the motivated sellers?
for the business?
Yeah, so basically, well, where do you find people of higher caliber that might have more money? So if you think about where do they go if they are upper middle class and beyond, well, they might go to the nicer restaurants. They might go to the best hotel. They might go to the best health clubs. They might be to the best golf clubs. They might be in the little private airport to fly their little helicopter, flying club. Think creatively. Like where would you like to go if you had like 10 times more money and go there now?
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
basically, expanding your network, and you can find a lot of these people also on social media as well. They might or might not want to engage with you, depending what your approach is. If you just from completely cold try to jump straight into business conversation, might not be the best you can do. Flattery usually works. It even works on you and me, I think. That if people are complimenting you on your fantastic podcast there, Harry, you might like, okay, I like what you're saying. Tell me more. And then as you develop the relationship, it might be more appropriate to have a coffee or whatever. And all of these people that you try to approach, number one, they can afford their own meal. They can afford their own coffee. They can afford their own drinks. So like to offer them a drink or a coffee is not like a major thing for them, obviously. Ideally be more creative. What can you offer that they might not have access to? It might be that you could introduce a potential new customer to them for their main business. It might be something else. But try to be creative, like offer and lead with value to build a relationship. I even wrote a book about trust, and you would like to have trust, otherwise there will be no chance to have that relationship. And many people have said it before you and me, your network is your net worth. So basically, you need to expand and level up your network. Otherwise, you will not learn and not got access to more than you have today.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.